Hey, what's going on, guys? I got a little quick 30-second clip before we get into the build video showcasing the gear. I'm going to show the proc from the Serenity Aura, the Purge Evil proc, and show you that it does work pretty well against hordes on Onslaught, and hopefully you guys do enjoy. I said, oh, I think I can video like this. What is going on YouTube? This is SJ. I have some more DD2 for you guys. The monk build. This video is long overdue. I haven't did a monk video in a long time, but I need to do this monk build because this build is very, very viable. It helps in hordes on Onslaught, and it helps just basically groups of monsters tighten together because the monsters will explode. This is my skill sphere setup. Pretty much all crit chance boost and the new Serenity range Gambit 1. And just to show you my Serenity Aura, oh, that's the new pet right there. It's pretty big. It's not small, but it's pretty big. I mean, it's not huge, but once you level it up a couple times, the proc, like 10% proc, you can get that up to 20. That's now at 20% proc, and that's pretty huge, as you see. It's pretty huge. It's pretty big. But let's get right into the gear, so you guys know what you guys should be looking for. Obviously, you are looking for idle flow to slow the enemies down, so more likely chance, excuse me, that they will die in the aura. And then you got just defensive power gear, but you can get aura on these pieces of gear. I just didn't found a good piece yet, so I'm just using defensive power. So when they do explode, they actually do 328% of my defensive power as magical damage. I don't know why this is not physical. I think because it's an explosion. I feel like it should be a physical explosion, but it does explode. It does do a poison effect, green mist when they explode, and that's the cue that it is actually exploding. But Karma Vortex is really what you want, so your auras are huge off the bat. You can get them even bigger from just the first set, and then upgrading them will make them even more bigger, so you can probably cover like 2 lanes with 1 Serenity Aura. But you really want to build around defensive power, and I want to say defensive crit damage. But you want crit chance and all that, obviously. Crit chance, you want to get all your characters that you're going to have for towers. You want them to have 30% crit chance. There is other builds that allow you to pass 30%, such as Phoenix Call, or hero damage now can actually go up to 100%. But in no way is any of this gear game ending. I'm still rocking green boots because they rolled Karma Vortex, and look what they wrote: defensive power and defensive health, and it's a 406 item power. The game is really difficult right now in solo play, but that's what you gotta do. Alright, that's pretty much it with this build. The monk build is mainly a support build to slow enemies down, and when they die inside the aura, they actually explode. There's really not much to say about it, just that the auras can be insanely huge, and you can cover more than 1 lane if you set it right, upgrade it, or have the right build. But you need this weapon. This is the main part. This weapon actually dropped twice for me. The first time I picked it up, but it didn't go into my inventory. It just vanished. And then the second time it dropped. But the first time it dropped, it rolled defensive power too. That's what really pissed me off. It rolled defensive power on it, and it was like, I think it wasn't 399. It wasn't as high as the item power with this. So maybe it was like 3 something, 301, around that range. But it rolled defensive power, which I really want on the main weapon, and it rolled hero damage. And I do believe the 320 wasn't that high. I think it was like 300, the first one that dropped, but I had to settle for this one because this one dropped a couple seconds after that one dropped. But the first one dropped, I didn't pick it up. I picked it up, but it didn't go into my inventory, and it's like, what can you do, really? But hopefully you guys enjoyed this little quick video on the monk build. As you guys seen it way in the beginning, the build is very liable for hordes and big groups of mobs. PS4 video coming real soon.